And I start to fill up the gas. I, pull the thing out of the thing, and I'm going to pump gas in my car. With that, another guy pulls up alongside of me in another SUV. He gets out of the car, and he comes around to where I am, and he looks at me. He's got his hands on his hips, and he looks at me. He's a little guy, maybe 5'6", 5'7". And I said, "Sir, can I help you?" He said, "Yeah." He says, "Why didn't you shut your car off?" I said, "Oh, you know what? I forgot. Those cars, you can't hear the engine sometimes. I forgot to turn the key off." So I go in, I turn it off, I come back, and he's still standing there, hands on his hips. I said, "Can I help you further? You want something else?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Why didn't you turn your car off?" I said, "I told you I forgot." He said, "You forgot?" He said, "My 5-year-old daughter would give me a lame excuse like that." I said, "Oh man, where's this guy going now?" I said, "Look, you didn't come here to talk to me." I said, "Put the gas in your car and let's go on our ways." I said, "Do yourself a favor." With that, he looks at me and he said, "You're a blankety blank." He starts cussing me out. Now, I'll be honest with you. With that, yeah, it clicked in. I wanted to take the pump out of the car, put the gas on him, and light a match. That was it. That was my first reaction, right? But I didn't do that. Got me so mad. I said, "Look," I said, "go back in your car. Put your gas in your car and go back." I said, "I don't want to argue with you." With that, my daughter Amanda, my feisty one, she happened to, these kids, you're in a gas station, they kind of smell you there. They want you to fill everybody's car up with gas. She pulls in alongside of me, and she's seen I was having some words with this guy. She's my feisty one, very independent. She just got out of the car, chest out. She starts walking towards me. "Daddy, what's wrong?" I said, "Amanda, go back in the car." "Daddy," I said, "Amanda, go back in the car." Because if this guy would have said something to my daughter, he was getting gas. That would have been it. That was too much, right? So she turns around, she heads back. As that's happening, his wife gets out of the car, standing on a running board of her car, and she looks at me and she starts cussing me out. People, you would have thought I was starting a nuclear explosion in the gas station. People in California, I got to tell you, they're a little crazy at times, but believe me, I'm holding it in and I'm thinking and I'm just holding it and biting my tongue. And, I filled up my daughter's car with gas and he's still hanging around. We finished. I put the thing back on a pump, and as I'm going in my car, glancing at his license plate number, I said, maybe I'll catch this guy again in Starbucks or something on a bad day, but I don't. I get back in the car. My wife says, "What's the matter? You look upset." She's reading a Bible. She keeps it in a slot on the door, right? I said, "Nothing, honey. Everything is okay," right? We drive away.